What is going on, everybody? How are we doing on this fine Thursday evening? My name is Eric, and welcome to Q2C VR Gamer Live. We are a weekly VR talk show that airs live every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern, where we broadcast live to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, the multiverse, baby. And Todd, again, second week in a row, we are live in TikTok.
We are.
Man, we are like the hugest TikTokers ever. We have like 12 people watching. It's amazing.
We have zero people watching right now.
It's gonna build. It's gonna build. Wait for it. It's like a snowball. It's gonna get bigger and bigger as it rolls downhill.
Got to start somewhere.
But if you cannot catch us live, you can always catch us afterwards on your favorite podcast platform, where we are absolutely caught up with every episode. And I'll even download this one as soon as this program is over tonight. But before we go any further, let me say hello to my partner from the great Canadian Northwest. If he was a boy band, he would be the Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, One Direction, Boys to Men, New Edition, and New Kids on the Block all rolled into one. Todd Jackson, what is going on, fella?
Hi, diddly ho, diddly.
Can you tell me why?
Tell me why.
Can you tell me why?
Tell you why.
Why can't you tell me why, bro?
I can't tell you why.
What?
Nope. Not happening.
D, can you tell me why?
Tell me why.
Ain't nothing but a heartache.
Tell me why.
Todd's a boy. If he would be all those boy bands rolled into one. D, what is your favorite boy band growing up?
NKOTB. New Kids on the Block.
New Kids. My wife is a New Kids on the Block fan. Can I, Steph, are you in there? Can I say what you're doing this fall? Where you're going? Yeah. Can I say that? Can I tell everybody what you're doing? No, I'm telling you, I'm asking you.
I'm asking.
Where are you? Tell me. She's here somewhere. She just brought me coffee. Where are you, lady?
Oh, she said yes.
All right. Yes. So this is how big of a fan of New Kids on the Block my wife is. So I travel all over, right? I'm like a madman, and she like never says anything. So she's like, I'm gonna go do this, and you have to say yes. And I'm like, where do you want to go? She goes, me and a friend of mine, we're going on a New Kids on the Block cruise. What? So they're going on a cruise ship with the band and all these other crazy people that are going to hang out with New Kids on the Block for the week. So she's going to hang out with Donnie and Danny and whatever the hell the other idiots' names are.
Wow.
So what about Backstreet? What about Boys to Men or Backstreet Boys?
Well, Boys to Men, of course, but I think Backstreet was a little after, me. But
yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Todd,
Boys to Men's coming to
catchy.
Todd, Todd had to show us this before the show because my daughter and her friend were singing a song, and that's how I came up with Todd's opening, because I heard them singing the song and it like hit me. I was having a tough time figuring out what I was going to do.
Baby, one more time.
So as soon as I heard it and we were starting to talk about it, I started singing the song in my head because now the song is stuck in my head. So Todd's like, this is one of the funniest scenes I've ever seen in a TV show. Todd, roll the clip, Todd.
Oh, God.
Roll the clip, Todd.
So, do you recognize any of these men?
I was hiding in the bathroom stall, so I didn't see his face, but I heard him. He was singing along to the music at the bar.
Do you remember what he was singing?
I think it was that song, I Want It That Way.
Backstreet Boys, I'm familiar. Okay. Number one, could you please sing the opening to I Want It That Way?
Really? Okay. You are my fire.
Number two, keep it going.
The one desire.
Number three,
Believe when I say.
number four,
I want it that way.
tell me why.
Ain't nothing but a heartache.
Tell me why.
Ain't nothing but a mistake.
Now number five,
I never wanna hear you say,
I want it that way.
oh, chills, literal chills.
It was number 5. Number 5 killed my brother.
Oh my God, I forgot about that part.
I love that show so much. You have no idea. It is my favorite show on television.
I forgot about that part.
Oh my God,
Yeah, I
man.
forgot about that part.
Tell me why. Now
my
it's in
God.
my head, dude. That I cannot get this song out of my head. I'm in
Quit
trouble.
mentioning it. Let's stop because it's been in my head for 30
I
freaking minutes.
want it that way. We should just all sing it right now for everybody. What do you think?
Yeah, no.
Oh my god, that was hysterical. I'm not sure how we can top that, but we will try tonight. We got a really cool show for you tonight. We're gonna talk to the creator of a game called Sail that has been out quite some time and actually just had a birthday. So we're gonna talk a little Sail tonight with Garrett, and well, then we're going to get into some PlayStation VR 2 stuff. Where we got some PlayStation VR top 25 lists that a couple of people did, a couple of different places did that I want to talk about. And we're going to get into that. And we're going to ask a couple of questions. Is the PlayStation VR 2 in trouble? We're going to ask and answer those questions tonight. Todd, we do have a couple things to give away tonight. What do we got?
We do. We're going to give away a key to Sail VR, courtesy of our friends over there at Sail.
Sail? Any good? Never heard of it.
Probably one of the coolest games ever. Like, I did a review on this when it first came out, and I'm still.
You did
in
too.
love
I
with this
have
game.
to say, you were on this game probably over a year ago because you played it when it was just in SideQuest. Did you not?
Yep.
Amazing.
And love it. Love
I know,
it. Love it.
I know you freaked out back then.
Yeah. Well, I'm a huge Sea of Thieves
Garrett
player.
fan?
Like,
Me
well, I
too,
used
I
to
know.
be anyway. So it's like Sea of Thieves in VR. It's like
It is Sea
fucking
of
awesome.
Thieves in VR,
Yeah,
and it's
so
going to
good.
be even more like Sea of Thieves coming up soon. All right, we'll get into that later, but we're going to give a key to that away. And what else we got?
We got a key to Iron Rebellion.
Iron Rebellion. That's an awesome game. That's a mech game, right?
Yeah. You want to
I
check out
haven't
the trailer?
played that in a while, and I know the guy, the developer does that. Is a really good dude too, and he does a lot of work. He is continuing, like even now, I think updating that game constantly. So that's a good one. Another good one. I love mechs in VR, man.
Let's check it out quick.
Yeah.
Nice.
Go!
I tried to stop it. I went.
No nerds
You're not
allowed.
invited to my birthday. You can't.
Very cool, man. That's a good trailer, man. I gotta say, that's a pretty good trailer.
Yeah,
It's like boom, 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 gets you going. That was super
You're
cool.
like a mech warrior, that kind of game, then it's definitely for you.
Yeah, Ultimate Warrior. Love the Ultimate Warrior. D, Ultimate Warrior fan?
Sure.
You're not an Ultimate
Ultimate
Warrior fan
Warrior
from the
fan.
WWF?
Oh, come on.
Come on.
Shaking the,
Did you know
the
that he
face
was?
paint.
Did you? I saw on Facebook somewhere today that he was actually once known as the Dingo Warrior, and Vince McMahon, when he came to WWF, he changed it to Ultimate Warrior, but he was the Dingo Warrior.
No way.
Glad the change was made.
Yeah. All right, let's say hi to our chat, and I want to get Garrett in here and say hi because he's been hanging out in the wings way too long. And actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll just say hi to the chat real quick. All right, we have Gina Masada, I think, who was one of the first ones here, who said, that she was waiting for like a countdown. She was 67 minutes early. She was here hanging out. What's up, Gina? Thanks for hanging out. We appreciate it. Michelle B is here. We have Guido 7335, Traveling Man. We have Joseph Brokenborough. What's up, bro? I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're enjoying your PSVR 2. Gem Chick is here. Let's see. Samson 143 VR is here. Mickey Bear is here. I am Dickel. Let's see. Who else we got? I said Traveling Man, I think. Let's see. Hussein X is here. We have a Destiny 11 sighting. A lot of people talking, man. Lots of conversations going back and forth.
We have a crap load of crossover too from our friends over at Sail and their channel and their community.
Nice.
We have Rims here. Fuzzy Dust is here. Blowbald. I'm not sure who that is, but they're here as well. Nice to see everybody.
Heck yeah, we have Whiny Witch sighting. Brandon VR. Wolveraza is here. What's up, man? How you doing? Who else? VR Spry Guy, Samson 143. I think I already said. Fourth Wall Breaker. Man, there's so much just chat going on. Everybody's just talking to each other. Chai Tom D is here. We have Mr. Tasselhoff is here. Chris 9989. Goddess Robin is here. Hendrix Toy. Define Tech. Zell 2318. Kubo 92. Sim is here. Paul Fennessy is in the house. What's up, Paul? How you doing, man? Sadly, it's Bradley is here. Says hello, everyone. What's up, Brad? I feel like I would just get off with Brad. Actually, I really did get off.
You did.
You know who else just got off of Brad?
My mom.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, she does. She did. Nice. Assassin 32 is here. We have a Facebook user. Creeper Betty is here. What is up, Creeper Betty? How you doing? She says, happy Friday Eve, VR fam. What is going on, Betty? How are you doing? Stephanie Masher is here, as we said. Hack the Game Cat. Let's see. What's up, Hack? How you doing, bro? All right. I think I'm getting any. Philosix is here. Braxorn VR. God, there's so many people. Mepper.
Lewis DMC is here from the sale community. Danger Noodle, Corn Tab.
Danger Noodle. I love that name, dude. Danger Noodle.
Mr. Pigeon.
Awesome.
Love it.
Well, we got Mateo 3-Run-1 is in the house. What time is it? You know, we're early now, dude. We're an hour earlier than we normally go. Well, not normally. This is our normal now. 8 p.m. is our normal. Mateo said they filmed an episode of Brooklyn 999 next to his apartment when he lived in Queens. That's
awesome.
freaking cool, dude.
That's cool.
That is cool. I want to watch that show now because I really never watched it. And now I laugh my ass off at that.
Funny.
He's hilarious.
Andy
dude.
Samberg is so funny. And Terry Jeffers Terry Crews is
Terry Crews
is in it. And oh my god, it's so good.
Yeah. Chatty's here. Arcanian is here. I think we're getting one down. We have a $4.99 super chat from Samson 143 says, come sail away with me. Hell yeah, dude. Love it. That's another good one. All right. Guido, I think. Hussein X. Techno Glitch is here. Kensai Gaming VR just slid in. What's going on, guys? All right. Clueless Dad Gamer, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. He said, dudes. All right, let's get this guy in here. Mind Jive, I think, just slid in as well. Typical Kiwi. Man, they're still throwing up. Let's get this guy in here because he's pretty awesome. He's got an awesome game. And if you have not checked it out, make sure you jump into sale as soon as possible. But Derek Cook from Sale VR. What is up, bro? How you doing, man?
I apologize in advance for this, but I promised my chat something. So,
yeah.
Teacup! Yeah, we're good.
Nice. Did you just scream teacup for some reason?
You did,
I was just bullied by chat to scream teacup when I got into the podcast, so I do it for the boys.
Nice. What does teacup? No, you gotta like explain this now. What does teacup mean?
Oh man,
or is teacup a person?
No. So in our Discord, just out of the blue, these people created their own clans, right? And so it's been this like constant war to like have different clans like get certain things. So there's the T clan, and they've been begging me to put tea in the game. So I put a T flag in the game, and now they want like actual teacups in the game. And they got on chat. They're all sitting here. They're watching me. And they're like, yo, you won't scream teacup at the top of your lungs when you get on the podcast.
Yeah.
And I was like, bet, let's go. Let's do it.
I love
For
it.
no better
Put
way
your
to
chat up
enter.
just because
Hell
the
yeah.
Restream's not putting your chat into YouTube. So I just got chat up for a bit here on the right just so that we can see all.
Yeah, look at them all. Holy
You
crap,
can see
dude.
the T clan going,
going
hard.
crazy.
T
Yeah.
What's
clan,
up,
how we
T-Clan?
doing?
That's freaking awesome. Hey, thanks for all being here, and I will give you a teacup.
Let's go.
There you go. Thanks for being here. We just blew everybody's ears off, but I love it.
Right. Yeah.
Thanks for being
TikTok
here. We
just
appreciate
exploded.
it. Garrett, welcome back to the show, man. How you doing?
It's been good to be here, man. I've had the craziest, 6 months since that last time I was on? Goodness. Yeah, it's been
really
good.
Yeah, so if nobody knows, I mean, Garrett this is returning to the show, but the last time we did it, we were live at coming from Dave and Buster's in Utah for the Val tournament. Val did an Among Us tournament. Garrett was there, showing Sale off, and some of the booths that they had around. And then Garrett waited freaking patiently throughout like the whole entire show because we had so many people that were wanting to come on that episode. It was me and it was Todd and Skiva and Alex all doing it together. And then we had so many people coming on. Garrett was just sat there patiently waiting, and he's like, "I'm here, guys. Whenever you're ready to go." And you came on and we talked some Sale, and that was like coming up almost a year ago now.
That's almost a year ago now.
It's insane. Yeah.
Crazy.
Now everyone feels bad that I was like sitting in the back of that like podcast just waiting, but what you guys don't understand is I was like fanboying to the max. Like I'm seeing all my heroes just like walk in and out of that room, and I'm just like, you know what? I could sit here forever, just be in the same room. Like people,
I know.
like,
When me and Todd walked in, Garrett's like, "Wow, it's Eric and Todd from."
It's like, it's Eric. What?
He's like, forget
Todd,
about Mike
no
VR
way!
Oasis. Forget about Mike VR Oasis and Kaz and Cherry and
Screw them.
well, GT and who else do we have there? VR with Jasmine. He's like, forget about those guys.
Skiva and Alex. And
Oh, the
Eric
funny
Todd.
thing about VR Oasis is I swear like there are 15 different people at that thing that looked like him, but I was like, okay, which one's the shurtest one? That's him.
Yeah, right. That's
Mike
funny.
is one of the coolest dudes, man. He's exactly, meeting him in person and hanging out with him. We've got to do it a few times now. He's just a genuine dude. He's exactly like you would see him on, on his YouTube channel. He's just fun to do. And we had that awesome setup at Dave and Buster's, and he had to do some recording for a game, and he had to do like some voice work, and he came and used our mics and our setup. So we got a chance to actually watch him recording and how his process works and what he does. And it was one of the coolest things ever, man. It was, that event was a lot of fun. It was a little weird, but it was a lot of fun.
Had some kinks, that's for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So
I just want to give a shout out to Rim. We had another super chat, $2 super chat. It says, thank you, G. You're very cute. No homo. Thanks.
Okay. You are very cute.
I love it.
You could be a Backstreet Boy. Look at you. You could be one. You could
Right?
you could be a Backstreet Boy for sure. You had the sunglasses on and everything when you came in.
It's the backup plan if sale doesn't work out.
Oh, absolutely.
That's
Start
right.
a boy band. Start a boy band. That's what we do. I'll start a VR boy band. I'm down.
There we go.
Let's do this.
Good.
For me, it would be a VR old man band.
I was gonna say, yeah.
It's all right. That's all right.
like
Todd, you know
nothing
who else is in chat that we missed, or he might have slid in late. Orland Hooper's here. Orland Hooper's jacked, yo. Damn right he is. Damn right he is.
Dude's built like a tank.
Hell yeah. What's up, Orland? How you doing, man? Thanks for coming in. Tyco Tech is here. What's up, Ty? How you doing, man? Man, lots of people coming in and saying hi. Garrett, let's talk some sale, man. Last time we talked sale, it's actually you just about to have your birthday, your sale birthday, right?
So actually today is Sale's birthday. Actually.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 3
On your
years ago
birthday.
today. I put up the first version of Sale on SideQuest. So
That's insane, dude.
pretty big, yeah. 3 years.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then your original launch, I think on Quest was in August, right? So that birthday is coming up soon too. So let's do this first. For anybody who hasn't seen Sale or doesn't know Sale, Todd, let's play the trailer for Sale first, so everybody can kind of get a look at it. Damn, kick-ass trailer, dude. That is awesome.
Right? And the game has changed so much since that trailer was made.
So
So much.
Cow.
Yeah. So let's do this first though, because there's a lot of people that may not know, first timers in here, or it's just people who haven't seen it before. Tell us a little bit first about, actually do this first. Tell us a little bit about you, how you came to be like, making, how Red Team Interactive became, a studio, how you became a developer, and how did Sale come about?
Cool. Yeah. So, gosh, we got to go back a little ways. So,
Yeah, let's go.
2019, I think it is, right? I am just kind of like in life, a little bit lost. I'm in college, right? I'm kind of trying to figure out like, hey, what do I want to do? What do I want to major in, etc. And I go on spring break, right? And my mom gives me Ready Player One, right? The book Ready Player One. She's like, hey, while you're sitting on the beach, read this book, right? So I devoured Ready Player One. I read it in less than 24 hours. It was just one of the most amazing books I ever read. And that got my mind thinking about like virtual reality. I was like, where's virtual reality at? Like, what's going on here? And I go back to school after spring break, and there is there's this professor who gives this presentation in the major that I was in currently. And he says, I am running a virtual reality research lab. And if anyone wants to come and learn how to develop for VR devices, like, just come sign up for my class and I'll teach you how to do it. And I was just like, this has got to be like a sign from God or something, right? Like,
Yeah,
I need to
right.
be on that, right? So I signed up for his class, and in 3 months, I learned how to use Unity, right? But I was just hooked. Like, the very first experience that I ever tried in virtual reality was Echo VR, which was extremely nauseating for like
Yeah.
my first experience, right? But like, I just loved it. I was like, I instantly, like, you guys have probably seen this when someone tries VR and it clicks that it's just the next thing. That was me, you know? So I ended up actually working for that professor as a research assistant. I just wanted to stay in VR. Like, I just loved it. And it was like very soon after that, like, as I started like working for this guy, and also just like let's see, was it 2019 that the Quest 1 came out, or was it 2020? It was 2019, right?
Yeah, I don't remember now. I'm trying to. It's been 2-3 years, so
It's been
probably.
a while.
Yeah, I think it's probably been. I think it was 2019.
Well, I mean, so like it all happened like at the same time. Like, the Quest came out, and I tried on the Quest, and I was like, this feels so good. Like, the wireless part of it was so good, because what I had been using beforehand was the Rift S, like the original one.
Oh yeah.
And like the old Cosmo, or not Cosmo.
Oh, so like the
Vive.
so not even the Rift S, probably the DK1 you were probably using, or the CV1.
Yeah, so like we were totally wired, and as soon as I put on the Quest 1 and tried like a truly wireless 6-off solution, I was just like, this is the future, man. Like, this is where it's going. And then SideQuest came out, and I jumped on SideQuest, and like, I feel like a lot of people jumped on SideQuest, but the thing that I noticed in SideQuest is like, there was not pirate content. I was like, who doesn't want to be a pirate? Like, I was a pretty avid like Sea of Thieves fan. Like, the Pirates of the Caribbean movies were awesome, And so like, I went into SideQuest, and there was just nothing related to pirates at the time. And so lockdown happens, right? And I'm stuck at home working a remote job that I absolutely despise. And just like one day in the middle, I snapped. I was like, screw this. I want to do virtual reality. I'm just going to start making the virtual reality game I was thinking about, there should be something like Sea of Thieves, open world, sandbox type in VR. Like, we need that. And I was like, if no one else is going to do it, I will do it. And so I literally like just grabbed a couple of free assets off of the Unity asset store and put together a very basic scene that was literally a ship sailing backwards. And I put that up on the store, and I kind of gave this pitch. I was like, I want to make an open world VR pirate game. There's going to be, enemies to fight, treasure to find, open world, obviously. And I put it up on SideQuest. And that day, it got 200 downloads, and there were like these people just begging me to start a Discord. And I was just like, okay, I think I found something here. And just from there, like, in all my spare time, I was just sale until graduation. So I actually had a job lined up to go work for the US military, building simulations and training in virtual reality.
Wow.
But I got talking to some of my wealthier friends, and I was telling them about sales, because to me, I was going to go work for the military to like get better at Unity development, so that someday I could come back and make sale and do that full time. So I was talking to some of my wealthier friends, and they're like, how much? Like, how much would it take for you to do that full time? And like, my wife and I at the time, we were used to living super poor. Mm-hmm. So I was like, hey, like, what if we just do this, like, one more year? Like, how much would we need? And my wife was like, all right, let's try it. And so I go to my friends. I was like, hey, this is probably how much I'd need to survive for like a year and put together a small team to get sale to early access. And they're like, all right, bet, let's do it. And so They invested. They did like, little family, friends, and fools round.
Yeah.
I used that money to get sale to early access, which launched in August last year, right? And here we are almost a year later. And I now have like a studio. We're 4 people strong at this point, 4 full-time employees, and got invested in by venture capital funds back in January. So
hell yeah.
We're just rolling.
Awesome. What a story.
It's crazy.
Yeah, and it is crazy. And like in one thing that Todd was talking about too, that, It did come out a year ago, but you've put so much like the game is so different now than what it originally launched as because you've number one, you've probably learned things over the year of that development cycle, and then you've decide you've had more time to put more into it and build it out, and probably some of the things that you always wanted to do, before it even launched, are now in the game because you've had a chance to work on them, and then you have so much more left. But I do want to mention one thing. I want to say one thing. You did say that there was no pirate games out there. And you're right, because there were a couple of pirate like ship battle games like Battle Wake, but there was no pirate games where you could get off the freaking boat,
Right.
man. And that's what everybody wants to do. Like ship battle's cool,
There was
but I
boat
mean,
games. There was
I
no
get
pirate
bored and
game.
like once you sail around for 5 minutes, I'm bored. I want to get off the freaking boat. I want to get on an island. I want to shoot. I want to like battle. I want to go find treasure, right? And that's what you saw.
Yeah. No, like my thing is when I saw VR, I was like, people aren't going to play VR for like what they can do. They want to like be something. Like I read a game development book and I love this quote that this guy said because he said video games are wish fulfillments. Like when you make a video game, you are fulfilling someone's wish and that is why they're playing your game. And I don't feel like any of those pirate experiences that existed were fulfilling like the wish of being the pirate. Like half of being a pirate is like the freedom to explore and like do whatever you want because you're a pirate. There's no rules, right? So yeah, it was crazy to me that didn't exist because it just felt like it was common sense to me. But hey, it's all good.
It is, and like you were saying about Sea of Thieves. I mean, you were a huge Thieves fan, and you saw that there was a need for it. And Todd, you were a Sea of Thieves fan, and I think this is why you kind of jumped onto sales so early. And like,
Yep.
I mean, if you want to take a second, Todd, just tell everybody what made you kind of fall in love with Sail early on.
It was the connection between the two. Sea of Thieves, I played hundreds of hours with that game, loved it. And as soon as I saw it on SideQuest that I could play, it lacked multiplayer, but the immersion, the AI was smart enough to keep me entertained for freaking hours, man. And the way that you made it, and this is funny because when I first started playing it, there was voice controls on the ship that I had no idea. So I played it for hours. And then, as you go on, you get bigger ships and you can, buy upgrades and stuff. My ship was huge and I'm running all over the goddamn thing to do stuff. And then I put up a video and someone commented, you can just use your voice to drop the anchor. I'm like, what? Totally changed everything. I was like, this is even more awesome.
Well, that's a good spot to hit on, Garrett. Voice control in a VR game. Not many do it, and Sail does.
Sail does do it. It does do it. Yep.
Yeah.
So what can you control? Like, because Todd is right. The ships get big. I mean, it's just like Sea of Thieves. You start with a smaller ship. As you get bigger, you make more money. You can buy bigger ships, or you can you steal other people's ships too? Right?
Yes, we just added that with our last update. There are ships that you can jump on, kill everyone on board, and make it yours.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you do get these bigger ships, and like Todd said, it's hard to control when you're by yourself. So what can you do with your voice and to control this? Actually, there's more than just drop anchor.
Yeah. So drop anchor and stuff, that's still in there. There's also like the ability to fire the cannon. We used to have it that it controlled the sails, but we recently just upgraded the sail mechanics to be like you actually have to pull down ropes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So ever since we've done that, we tried to make it more accessible by putting the ropes like pretty close to like the helm where you're steering. So we took out the sail commands, but yeah, like, I mean, to start and stop your ship, that's like the biggest one right now. So the funny thing is originally the plan was to create like a whole AI crew and you'd be able to like hire crew on and be able to like voice command them to do certain tasks. But we eventually decided that like multiplayer is going to be better than any AI crew we could ever create. So like, we'll just go that way. So.
Yeah. Well, there's the cat out of the bag, multiplayer. Multiplayer is coming to Sail.
Yep.
That's pretty damn awesome, man. So basically, what Todd had just said was, he played it early on, and the only thing that was different kind of than Sea of Thieves, or one of the main things was no multiplayer. But now that has kind of like come to pass. I mean, we're gonna have multiplayer. What does that mean? So like, tell us what how big is this gonna be?
I mean, so the plan right now is like this is what we want multiplayer to look like, right? You are gonna drop in to a social port, right? And we're hoping that port can hold probably like 20 to 30 people at a time, right?
Wow.
That would be
And
huge for VR.
Hopefully it works. But the idea is that on this port, you're going to be able to like customize your full body character. You're going to be able to like buy upgrades and stuff like that to your ship and whatnot. And then the idea is that we're going to use this port as like a way for like you to like get your buddies to come in, and then you guys are going to go and get on a ship, right? And then with you and your buddies on the ship, you're going to go sail out, and we're going to load you into a world. And we're thinking we're going to kind of lean into like the extraction gameplay, right?
Yeah.
Where you're going to go out and you're going to go through like a portal and you get dropped into a world. And while you're in the world, you're going to go out and, find treasure, fight against AI, all that good stuff, right? But what we kind of want to do with it is like, obviously you have to get like back to the portal to return to the port to sell all your stuff to save it as gold. Kind of like how Sea of Thieves does it, right? You go out in the world and Sea of Thieves, you collect your stuff, you come back, you sell. So kind of that same game loop, but we want to throw in an added layer where other players can place bounties on you and your crew. And so if someone else comes into the server and kills you, they not only get your loot, but they also get the bounty that someone else placed on your head.
That is freaking cool, dude.
Cool.
So you could just be a bounty hunter and just go into the game just freaking as a bounty hunter, just looking for people. Now, would they like if you go into the game? Would if somebody puts a bounty on you, would that allow other people on the map to know where you are, or allow them to find you?
Exactly. Yeah. So what we're thinking is like, depending on how large the bounty is, will depend on how often your location is updated.
Oh,
so like as soon as there's a bounty, like a super high one, you will always be tracked. But if it's like a low bounty, like maybe every 5 minutes, it'll update your location.
Damn.
But yeah, that's the plan right now.
That sounds cool.
This is going to be epic. I mean, one of the everybody knows one of my favorite games going on right now is Ghost of Tabor because of the extraction based gameplay. I'm a huge Tarkov fan. I love that gameplay. And you kind of had it already because, I mean, you could loot and you could get stuff. And if you died before you got back to, was it either your boat or your
hideout,
home base? Yeah, you would lose everything anyway. So it was kind of that way anyway. But I think this will add so much more to it.
It's so fun. Tarkov, like I've played Tarkov so much, and like Ghost of Tabor as well. Like those guys are just killing it. It's such a fun gameplay loop, and I feel like it fits pirates so well because that's what they would do. They would go loot something and then disappear
and go home, drink all their worries away. Yeah, exactly. I can't wait.
I think, can you drink rum in the game? That's what we need to do.
Yeah, rum is health, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, is it really?
Oh, wow.
In Sea of Thieves, if you drink too much of it makes you puke,
throw up,
right? You start throwing up everywhere. That's awesome.
I found that out the hard way.
I want to give a couple shout outs on TikTok. Luxotic showed up and said, hello, Garrett.
What's up, Lux?
And,
how you doing?
JPVR is also on TikTok saying hi.
Good to see you guys.
Awesome. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for coming and hanging out. We appreciate it.
For sure.
So, Garrett, I mean, tell us a little bit about, especially for people who haven't played the game, like what so is this a persistent world, or is it like is it different every time you spawn in? Tell us about the map, how big, how much is there to find in the map, and how what's the game length? I mean, is there a length, or is it just go forever?
Yeah, I mean, it's very much sandbox, right? Like I definitely wanted to make it it's called Ludo storytelling, excuse me. Where basically like where you go and what you do tells the story rather than the game makers trying to like force it upon you. So like the map right now as it currently stands has 127 islands to explore.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
127 islands.
Yeah. Takes you in the fastest ship, it'll take you about 30 minutes to sail from one edge of the world to the other. Last time I checked. I haven't checked in a while, actually, now that I think about it.
All right, so we got to go time it right now.
Yeah. Be right back. But yeah, like obviously very like Caribbean vibe. Like we definitely went for that like Caribbean, just white sands, super blue water. We're looking into potentially doing like a day-night cycle to give you more of that like super fun ambiance. Multiplayer will be interesting because we'll definitely have to see how many people we can fit into like an individual server at a time. Mm-hmm. Our hope is to get like 12 to 16 people at a time. So like 2 to 3 different crews in a server at a different time. Hopefully 4. If we can somehow push 20, we will.
That would be sick.
But again, like multiplayer is so unknown because like we just keep trying stuff. And I'm the kind of person who's just like, let's just keep going until it breaks.
That's it.
I just come up with the craziest ideas, and then I have to kind of chop them back as I come back. But yeah, so we're hoping to be able to get like obviously like naval combat, where you like ship to ship fighting, hand to hand combat. We're updating the physics to be more akin to something like Blade and Sorcery, where like
nice.
everything's
like
interactable.
Physical like ragdoll physics and things like that.
Yep,
Right.
exactly. Yeah, so more akin to that. Again, with multiplayer, we'll have to see how much actually comes through. But yeah, I mean, right now as the game currently
ships.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what you were saying earlier, right? Now will it be like
multiplayer ships? Like I can steal Eric's ship, not just an AI ship.
Ooh,
yeah. So we're gonna make ships consumable. So if you lose a ship out in the world, it's gone.
You're shit out of luck.
You can go capture them and bring them back and keep them.
Oh man, become your like. Can you have more than one ship? Could you have like a fleet of ships? Oh shit, dude!
Like.
This is gonna be insane,
This
man.
is gonna be good, dude.
This is gonna be insane. This is gonna be one of the like, especially if it's an open world thing like this, where you can just go in and like hang out and just battle other people with your buddies. You know what I mean? How freaking cool is that gonna be, man? I mean, just the social aspect of it now is like. Man, this is gonna be this could be my new game. Like seriously, especially if we put a Tarkov twist on this, where it's gonna be extraction based. I'm all about this. D, how come you have not been in here yet?
I don't know. Stop. Leave me alone.
Oh man. Well, we could. If somebody's gonna win a key tonight, so we can.
I'm gonna put my name on the wheel.
Put your name on it. We got another super chat. I just want to give a shout out quick to Rim. Brian,
oh my!
Rim? It says, "G, can you play your guitar, please?"
Why?
With story, by the way, what's the W story? With story, do you play the guitar?
He plays the ukulele.
Do you? You know who else plays the ukulele? Is Jasmine. VR with Jasmine is in chat, and she just said that her next video is going to feature Sail.
Oh, let's go!
Video, yeah.
Ukulele out playing a song.
But yeah, that's so Jasmine plays ukulele. I'm not even sure if I was supposed to say that.
I don't know either. It's too late.
Shit. If I wasn't supposed to say that, I'm
take
sorry,
it back
Jazz.
now.
Yeah. You guys didn't hear anything. I didn't say anything about VR and Jasmine in any way whatsoever. She's looking at her. She's like, all right. Okay, I just screwed up big time. She's probably pissed at me now. I apologize. I'm so screwed. Okay, Garrett, do you seriously play the ukulele, though?
I do play the ukulele and the guitar. I'm self-taught, so it's going to sound like shite if I play it.
No, come on. Let's hear it. Let's hear a little bit. Look, I was singing, the Backstreet Boys a little while ago.
That's true. That's true.
You got to play the guitar.
I mean, he did do a super chat, right? Like
he did.
Yeah.
He did, yeah.
Substatica says he plays the ukulele as well, and Jazz said it's okay, it's fine. So I'm
it's okay, it's fine.
And Goddess Robin.
Dude, I thought I was so screwed. You have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know. Just
Dude,
holy
that
crap,
does not
dude.
sound like shit. You're good, man. Come on, man.
Wow, that is awesome, dude. Dude, you got a VR wall back there too. Look at you in your VR wall. Todd, can you make him big again? Yeah, you got a nice little collection up there as well. You got some headsets up there. You got I see a Pico, right?
You know who likes it when they make them big?
Yeah, she does.
My mom.
Yeah, she does.
Oh man, awesome! I love the sales sign you have behind you too. That's pretty awesome. That's the is that the stanchion you had in Utah for your booth? That was awesome.
I mean, I just keep it up because it's just like constant motivation,
It's super cool, man. It's such a good, and you have so much to be proud for, with this game. I mean, like you said, you're a bigger studio now. You've got a few people, but I mean, literally, you just started out with you doing this and just had a dream and you did this. So, I mean, you have a lot to be proud of. It's one of the best games I've played, and it's getting better. Like every time you do a patch, it's getting better.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Creeper Betty just dropped a $2 super chat and says, "I just bought the game. When does multiplayer come out? Let's go."
There we go.
I mean, okay, so everyone needs to know this. Like multiplayer, we're testing it. Like you can go play it right now. We have the port scene set up. And so, like my Patreon supporters, they get to play test it. So, if you guys want to,
absolutely go join his Patreon if you want to play it.
Yeah, pop us a link. Pop us a link in chat so people know where to go. Garrett, to go check it out. Yeah, I mean this is freaking cool. I mean, I know how hard you've been working on the multiplayer for this. I guarantee you guys, when it comes out, it will be freaking amazing. It'll be the best that Garrett can get it to be. But I guarantee it won't be as good now as it'll be in freaking 6 months, because you will always continue to work on this game. This game is like a passion for you, so I know you'll always continue to make it better and better.
I literally cannot stop like thinking about it. It drives my wife crazy, but like I am constantly being like, that would be like today. I'm watching a YouTube short where these guys on they're like, one guy's sitting on a board, right, and one guy is over water, and the other guy is asking him questions, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh my gosh, we could add in a plank to the ships where you could drop the person with a lever, so that like people could do like funny things with that, right? Like, I literally can't stop.
Seriously, I guarantee you're going to be adding to this game like crazy. It's going to be insane. Are you excited for the Quest 3? And have you kind of started thinking about what sale on Quest 3 could be?
Okay, yeah, so I'm so stoked for the Quest 3. I'm probably driving my meta representative absolutely bonkers. So I'm like, hey, I know I'm an indie game, but you know, you want to drop me a Dreath kit? So yeah. The great thing, one of the biggest recommendations that I hear from my community all the time is to add waves, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the problem with waves is it wrecks the GPU of the Quest 2 right now. Like if we turn on waves on our current setup, it's just instantly like minus 20 frames, right? So one of the things that like has been exciting to me about like the PlayStation VR 2, the Quest 3, the Quest Pro and stuff is they're getting more and more powerful, which means I can lean more and more into, you know, stuff like waves, realism, real-time lighting, you know?
Yeah.
Like just as these devices get better, it's so good for game developers because we're less restricted.
Right.
So yeah, I'm stoked about the Quest 3. I'm trying to get one early.
Hell yeah. I want one early.
Who doesn't?
You get one early, I'm coming to your house. I'm gonna like camp out on your couch. Tell your wife. Creeper Betty says, will this be coming out for PlayStation VR 2?
So we have a dev kit. We've been like toying with it. The problem is, so we just actually made this announcement this morning. We have decided to stop working on single player and put all of our effort toward multiplayer.
Hell yeah.
And because of that, like we've kind of like stopped porting over to like different headsets and stuff. And we're just like, we need to nail multiplayer on Steam and Oculus. And then from there, we can think again about other devices. But yeah, like we have the dev kit here for the PlayStation. So like if free time comes up, if I find free time, yeah. So
you need a bigger team already.
So it sounds like I'm too late to ask for a Q2C flag on my ship, is what you're telling me.
Yeah, you're just long fence going.
I'll probably sneak in like little updates here and there just to like try stuff out. But you know, I can sneak in a flag. That's not a hard update. Yeah. That's easy.
Excellent.
Yeah, if you can put a teacup in, come on.
Yeah. Get the T Clan their cup. Gosh.
Yeah. I love the T Clan. I'm rooting for them already. Funny. Although the other clans are probably all pissed at me now because we didn't say their names at all. Anyway.
Yep. Food Clan is in chat.
How many clans are over there?
Right now we have 4 official clans. We kind of capped it at that because everyone was wanting to make a clan.
Yeah.
So we're kind of like, all right, let's just leave it at 4 for now.
So let's for anybody else who's watching later, we'll mention the other clans because you gotta give them airtime. So who's the other clans? You got Teacup.
All right. We've got the T Clan, we've got the Fire Clan, we've got Crab Clan, and we've got Food Clan. So to my clans in CLVR.
Interesting name for food clan. I like it.
Food Clan. Yep. They all have flags in the game. They can't complain about that. They got the flags.
Awesome.
That's
hell
awesome.
Yeah. So Garrett, I mean, we got multiplayer coming, possibly other headsets, other platforms are coming, and I'm just thinking to myself, PlayStation VR 2, those OLED screens, power of the PS5,
haptics in my face, and someone smacks you with a sword,
adaptive triggers. Oh, dude.
Speaking of haptics, any B haptic support now or in the future?
They sent me a vest and everything. So like again, trying to find free time for everything. It's a nightmare.
I hear you.
We should call Alex. We should call Alex. He's not with B haptics anymore, but he still knows how to do it.
But he's still there. He's in chat. So damn it, Alex.
Is he? Alex, what are you doing, bro? Get over here. Garrett said he'd put your face in the game if you can get the B haptics.
The Pirate King. Yeah.
Oh, you know what we do is on one of the ships we have him be like like on the front of the ship. I usually have like a woman at the front of the ship, like at the bow of the ship.
Oh God,
You
that
have
would
Alex
be freaking
face
That would
on
be
the front of the
freaking
ship.
hilarious.
The good ship Alex, we are. I like
Oh
it.
my God.
Garrett,
Oh,
I'm all over
no.
this. I'm all over this. I'll come and work for you for free if we can get Alex's on one of the ships.
Oh dear. All right.
Oh, amazing. So can you tell us, roadmap wise now, we know we have multiplayer coming. Again, other headsets are a possibility. We're working on it. Anything else you can tell us that might be coming? I mean, that's a million things already, but
Customization is another big one. We have full body customization that we are working on like right now. That'll be added to multiplayer really, really soon here.
nice.
So yeah, you can select like which hat you're wearing, like, whether you're shirtless or not, wearing like a vest, yeah,
Cool.
hook for a hand. Like we have some
Hell
pretty
yeah.
crazy customization. Like I haven't seen a game put like this amount of like personalization into something
Oh,
yet.
good.
So
That's awesome.
that'll be fun. And then same thing with the ships. Like we're gonna allow for a lot of customization on the ships as well. Change different sails, different colors, like the body, different colors, like all that kind of stuff. So lots of customization. I definitely want to put like a lot of creativity into the hands of the players. Just let them go crazy. Other than that, I mean, like roadmap wise, what we're hoping to do is we're hoping to go into open beta before the holiday season. So like as people are getting their Quest 3s and Quest 2s, we're hoping to be an open beta for multiplayer that'll be available to anyone who's bought early access. And so they'll all be able to try that out. So that's our roadmap for now. And as far as other things to announce, I mean, we're just trying to get to that point.
I was gonna say, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. You're giving out a million different things, and you know what? What we were talking about like earlier, it's like going out and getting off the ship and hunting for treasure, which you can do, right? You can go find buried treasure, right? There's things to find. There's a ton of Easter eggs in the game too to go look for, right? Or things just to go discover. Forget about just trying to battle other players. Just going to these islands and discovering what's on the island, looking around, seeing what you can
Exploring.
find. There's so much in here, right?
Yeah, so we actually have a super intense like lore behind Sail, because Sail is actually like the start of essentially like a VR universe that my brother and I created. So like Sail's just the beginning, and there's like, now that I have a team, I can start dropping little hints to like Easter eggs and the actual storyline of what's all going on and stuff. So like I'm really excited to be able to
Cool.
start exploring that.
Man,
That's
there's just so much coming with this game. Like we could have you on like every couple of months just for an update. This would be perfect.
Right?
You can play us some songs on your guitar. We could
Yeah,
talk
there
about
you
the
go.
clans, and you give us an update on the game every couple of months.
There we go. Yeah, have me back. Let's do
We got a
it.
question from the community here on a $5 super chat. It says, much love. What kind of social interactions might we expect with multiplayer? Instruments, mini social games, etc. Stuff like that.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, so instruments are a big one. That's one that I definitely want to put in, just because I feel like sea shanties are so key
Right.
Yeah.
to just pirates and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely there'll be a lot of that. So we want to make crews like it's gonna be a mechanic where like you have to sign up for a crew and stuff. And so we're also gonna make a way for you to like boot people off of your crew and stuff like that. So I feel like that'll create some interesting mutinous type gameplay and stuff like that.
Cool.
With the bounty system as well, I think that's gonna be like such an interesting to see like how people use that, whether it's toxically or like just like, oh hey, this is boring, let's put a bounty on ourselves to see if we can like make gameplay more fun. So a lot of stuff like
is there
that.
a bonus if you have a bounty on you and you don't get taken out?
And
Is
you
there, like, a bonus?
survive? Yeah.
Yeah, so I was actually thinking like if you survive with a bounty on your head, the bounty goes to you instead of like whoever gets it. Like that's kind of how I'm thinking we'll play it. So it'll be fun.
Creeper Betty in chat says she wants a ship named after her called the Bountiful Betty.
That's right.
All right.
Garrett's like, okay, that TikTok video that you made was the funniest video of people asking for shit, and you're like, okay. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the funniest video. So it's like Garrett made this TikTok video, and basically, I mean, you explain it because you did the video, but
I mean, basically, like people are always asking me for stuff, right? And like I listen. Like one of my big things is I try to listen to my community. I try to like get in the comments with them and whatnot. But sometimes they ask for things, and I feel like some people don't quite understand the amount of time it takes to
Like, hey
put in
Garrett, how come
certain
the game's
things.
not free?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was actually one of my most popular ones. Is that
It's the
everyone said
funniest
like,
thing.
"Hey, you should make the game free," and I was like, "Okay," and I just deleted all the things I have to pay for in my life, and then at the end of it, I'm just in a cardboard box. I'm like, "There you go."
Yeah, here we go. It's the funniest thing. Yeah, Garen, that's another thing we should talk about too. You are an awesome TikTok. You are awesome at
Oh
TikTok.
my God,
You
I
make
love your
some of the
TikToks.
best TikToks out there. You have an awesome TikTok channel out there. How long you been doing it, and like what drives you to do that?
Okay, so how long have I been doing this? I actually, so like I've been on YouTube for a long time. I did devlogs, kind of like how any indie developer does from like the very beginning. But then shorts and TikTok kind of took off like at the same time for me. And like it was so much easier than like putting together like a 10-minute video and stitching it all together. Like I could come up with such like much easier, funnier, more interactive content every single day that's like 12 to 15 seconds long rather than stitching together like a 6 to 7 minute video. So yeah, I've been doing that for, oh man, it's been over a year now because TikTok keeps sending me emails. They're like, here's sale a year ago today. And I just look at it, I'm like, oh man, I was so cringy. And I'm sure I'll look at myself in a year and be like, oh man, that was so cringy. But
Don't
yeah,
ever look
so
back.
been doing that.
Yeah, I
and
definitely do that on my TikToks. I'm like, oh my God, why did I put
Don't
that
ever
up?
look back. Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. It's been awesome because like the reason that I do it is because it's been such a great like outreach platform for indie developers. Like when the United States started saying like, "Oh, we're going to ban TikTok," like I was shaking in my boots because I was like, that's like 90% of my traffic. I don't spend a dime on marketing, like everything. The reason people discover my game is either because they find someone who's played it like Todd, or they find my social media. And like for a little startup who's like trying to be super, stingy with money and stuff, that has just been night and day difference that I don't have to pay an arm and a leg in ads every single month. So, and it also gives me that relationship with the gamers, which is so, so important to me because like, if I don't know my gamers, I'm not going to make a game for them, And so that's also been like a huge thing for me is just to have that constant communication. And so posting every day for me has been a way to like stay in the loop with the people who love my game. So
yeah, and it helps you build your community too, right? Like you built probably a lot of your community, your Discord, based off of those TikToks, which is amazing.
Yeah, it's been great. I mean, just so like we have all these inside jokes. Like you guys are now privy to like our clans, but that's just like all these inside jokes that the community has created. And I feel like that's the kind of stuff that's gonna last, is like when people feel like they're welcome in something,
They're a part of it, right? And they're not just playing a game, they're part of the game. So it makes a big difference.
Yeah, I feel like that's what's been lost in AAA studios and stuff is they're just so corporate focused that they've lost sight of the 14-year-old boys who are playing this in their basement, having memories that they're going to have forever. And that's like what I want to go back to because that was me, I was that 14-year-old kid who stayed up way too late with his buddies playing Call of Duty Black Ops and stuff. And it's just, I don't feel like that exists anymore. And so part of my game dev journey has been to like try to help that get back to that,
Agreed. And we need more of that in VR. Like we need more of those experiences where you can get in with buddies and do like that and stuff like that in VR. So that's why, I mean, I'm so super excited that you finally were able to announce the multiplayer. I've known about it for a long time, but I haven't listened to anything.
I know.
But yeah, I mean, I'm so glad that we finally be able to announce it to let people know that it's coming, to get people excited about it. Guys, go buy this game. You need to go buy this game now. Support this game. $14.99 on App Lab, right now.
Yep.
Also on Steam, same price on Steam, $14.99.
Same price on Steam. Yep.
But you want to win one? You can win one right now because Garrett's going to give one away. He said he was nice enough to give one away.
Happy to do it.
If you don't win it, then go buy it. All right, here we go. We got 1 million people. Let me just say this real quick, actually, because we have to make sure we announce this from now on. Guys, the only way to get on this wheel, the only way is you need to comment in our YouTube chat or Facebook or Twitch, right?
YouTube is the best way. In case
YouTube's the best way,
up.
but yeah, in case Restream screws up. But if you want to make sure that you're on the wheel, you have to comment. So I know there's a lot of new people coming in, and it's our fault that we don't
Unfortunately, the
announce
commenters that are on Sales YouTube channel won't get put into the thing. It's just not how it works.
Yeah, sorry guys.
It's an automatic function.
We're doing more key giveaways in my Discord for the Sale VR birthday, so you can also
There you go.
check that out.
Awesome.
Or if you guys want to pop over here real quick, just say hi and then go back. You can do that too. All you gotta do is say hi.
Yep.
All you gotta do is come in and comment, and then what happens is we use a program that pulls. D uses a program that pulls the comment from the chat.
Pulls
and
the
that
name
pulls the
when
name.
they
and-
comment
right.
in
Okay.
chat. Yeah.
That's how we know. Otherwise, we got to do it manually,
Just-
and it's too freaking hard.
We want people
right.
to come in, but if people study flow, you're gonna drive D nuts.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. But just come in and comment, say hi. You can win a key to Sale right now. One of the best games that you will play that's going to get better and better and better. All right, let's do this now. Everybody has a chance to comment. We should be good. Let's give away a key. Let's hear some. What kind of music are we going to do today, Todd, for the...
I only have a couple queued up, so.
Oh, there we go. That works. Little Nintendo. Virtual Strangers is pissed. He says he's not on the wheel, D.
Nope, he's not.
D.
Your name is on the wheel.
Oh, Laszlo 216 just came over. He said too late. Oh no.
It's okay, we're gonna re-roll, so.
We're gonna
Stephanie Masher won.
Oh, my wife won. Yeah, I have the key here.
Oh, yeah.
Well, maybe my wife wants it. Steph, you want the key? I'm just kidding. Reroll it. All right, Laszlo, you're gonna get in there now. You got a chance. Anybody else? You guys got like 2 seconds. Anybody else get in here and comment? You can get back in. I'm gonna get comments. You know this. This is what happens to me, Garrett. I'll get comments after the show. I'm like, man, this thing is rigged. How this is rigged? I brought 3 people in and none of them won.
Nobody won a game.
Nobody won.
Yeah. It's pretty. Yeah, it's entertaining.
Technology at its finest. Rigging stuff.
Right.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
Right.
Give it to the Backstreet Boys.
I relinked it up here, so we should be.
Garrett, can you sing a little? Tell us why during the.
Tell us why.
Tell me why.
Ain't nothing but a heartbreak.
Tell me why.
Ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why. I never wanna hear you say.
All right, here you go.
I want it that way.
Very
Samson.
nice.
Nope.
We just lost 20 subscribers, but very nice. Way to go, guys.
Guido.
Oh, look at that. Goes to Guido 7335. Dude, Guido donates so much. I love when he wins something. It's nice to be able to give something back to Guido because he donates stuff to anybody. If you have somebody like in a chat somewhere, like in a live stream, that's like, oh, I'd love to get that game. I just, I can't get it right now. Times are, I gotta wait till next paycheck or something. Like 2 seconds later, Guido is like donating that key to that person. I guarantee
Oh, what
it.
a goat. What a
Hell yeah.
goat.
He is.
Oh yeah, man.
He's a good guy.
Love
Well,
that.
congratulations. Now you can get in the sale and you can hang out and you can go check out the new multiplayer. Kind of. A little bit.
Soon.
Yeah. Cool, Gary, man. This has been so much fun. Thanks for hanging out. I really appreciate it. And again, you have an open door here. Anytime you want to come back and play the guitar or hang out and talk or sing Backstreet Boys with us at any time, you're here, man. Just say the word.
Definitely.
Good deal, man. Happy to do it.
All right, everybody, go check Sale out. Go get the game. Go over and join the Discord. Sounds like it's a lot of fun over there. And make sure you check out Garrett's YouTube or TikTok as well.
Yeah.
Peace,
Thanks
brother.
for having me on, guys.
All right.
Have an awesome night, man.
See you, man.
Bye.
Dude, that was so much fun.
Right.
Garrett's awesome. He is just one of the best dudes ever. Like when we met him in person at Utah, and he waited that whole time. We were like, I just saw him sitting there. We were trying to get as many people in, and it was just taking time. And I'm like, we got to get Garrett up here ASAP. And he was so patient. And when he got there, he's like, yeah, I'm just hanging out. I was having fun, man.
Great.
Watching
Yeah.
it. It was super cool, man. So, such a good game. So much work put into that game. It's just like it's amazing to me that these games aren't known more. Like games like this, people don't know about them, or people not playing them. Just again, you get a game that maybe doesn't get as much, love because it's not on the, it doesn't show up